Good evening. Welcome to episode 82. We're in our hoodie and continuing to dig into vibe coding and seeing how far we can push, use, utilize, and mold AI to work for us. But first, it's been a great day. Been outside, touched some grass, cleaned up my X as well, just in terms of following ratios. I've seen that it does matter, or that there is benefit in just kind of keeping that fresh, so you're in the relevant conversations that you want to be in. There was some people I've been following um, since I was in school and in university. Like it's almost what 2014, 2015. Been a while. Um, anyway, for anyone who doesn't know yet, the demo for Grinvolt is ready, and we're working on the landing page. If I can, I will try to put it up the landing page as well live tonight, but I think it needs a little bit more work. I'm happy though with it. And in general, actually, I found in this learning process a new way to go about it. And I might have touched on this yesterday, but just the idea specifically of side questing, um, it really, it actually is in some ways actually energy efficient to the brain and mind to take a little detour and try something else that's not necessarily entirely different, but still, you know, still relevant. Like it's not an entirely different game. It's just a side quest in the same game. um, because it allows you, in life speaking, to take some smaller risks and try some more things out. Um, Came across this reel about how Amazon Prime, AWS, and things like that for Amazon were initially actually just side quests, and they could have very well failed, and they were ready and happy to have them fail. And just putting it out there cost less from an organizational level, right? Like it's a big network. Uh, from an organization level, it costs less to just do them, try them, test them, than to argue about all the specifics of what could be or could not. And so we went on a side quest of like trying to, oh, what if I built up a little consulting app that people could book a time with me and send an email? Could AI build the node mailer and the SQL? Like a big thing for me is I want I want post. I just want a SQL database. I trust SQL databases. They're good for financial stuff and ledgers. I wanted to be able to use a SQL database to kind of design a bare bones setup that I can use, and also especially important to me is keep backups for. We actually, even now with the car business, rely on AWS RDS systems to keep backups and maintain data integrity. But I'm really coming to realize it's outdated. It's expensive. Yeah. It costs like $30 a month, but that's expensive. So I want to see if we can transition that to SQLite first, as like a small thing, and it worked. That's the best thing. The best thing is that it all actually worked. I actually am keeping, okay, I can't share anything right now, but I got an app running with SQLite on it, and it has all the entries that I put in. And if I like shut down the app, restart it, as long as like the data files are there, it's basically just backing up every minute. And it works. It worked great. I don't know what else to say. It's like it works. Currently expanding that feature and testing it with a few more ideas. Like I mentioned that I want to do, um, I want to play with taking dash cam footage and identifying bumpy roads and crowdsourcing the information later on. I don't know where that project's going to go, but that for me is like, can we go meta? Like, can we go beyond the database? Can we get AI to import specific neural networks or NLPs or libraries and AI libraries, LLMs, within itself, right? So that I can use these libraries. I can just put in the videos on one side and get like output uh, of parameters or just neural network states kind of collected and stored on the other. On this one, I'm not entirely sure if a SQLite database is the best, but I'm just starting with that. Basically, we're doing like a Python plus SQLite structure. It's currently all in progress. It's just running. I think it's done. Well, it's done. We'll see. I will let you know tomorrow if it has failed or succeeded or failed successfully. um, and from all of these are really just learnings of like, what is the limit? What can we do? How can we mold it and use it better? And the last thing I think for me to test out is when we make improvements, like how can we make improvements effectively or efficiently? Like you can put the files up on GitHub, right? Take those files and with Git ingest, um, feed them back into the AI and go through it to improve like parts and portions instead of like the whole app. But I found that it takes up a lot of tokens in terms of recreating the context anytime it tries to update stuff. So I think that's where the human element comes in, where you're just going to be like, you know what, you have it as it is, and then you pick parts and you start editing with Cursor or Copilot to make it to get the improvements that you actually want to see. But still, TBD on that. We'll be learning and sharing on that as we go. Separate topic, but I think I'll just leave it here for something to share later. I put pen to paper on the marketplace plans for Grinvold's lending systems, numbers that we need to hit, targets that we want to have to be able to really do this and scale this effectively using everything I've learned before. Actually feeding this into the AI too. And I'll chat more about this. Yeah, chat more about this tomorrow or the day after, seeing where my side quests go. Thanks for listening tonight. I'll put this up with the captions.